Hello, friends. Welcome to Time Out with Noelle Janae, a bi-weekly Christian lifestyle podcast that focuses on being a college student, the Bible, and navigating being an adult, which is very hard. I am your host, Noelle Janae, and thank you so much for timing out with me. Here is what you can expect on today's podcast.
Like, the lore and the storylines are just so astronomical. I just couldn't do it. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Time Out with Noelle Janae. I am so excited for today's episode. I thought that after, the serious episode last time, I thought I'd just sit down and talk about TV shows that I just couldn't get into. And just why. These shows just don't work with me. They just don't do anything for me. And some I do because I just don't like them. Some I do for spiritual reasons. And yeah. Also, I sound super congested. Because I am. I am once again sick. Haven't been sick in a hot minute, so it was kind of refreshing, to, know that my immune system still hates me. So, just humbling experiences, if you can't tell the sarcasm in that sentence. So, let me open up my little Notion with my little list. And I also asked on my social media platforms what some TV shows or movies or whatever that y'all can get into, and the responses were interesting. So, let's get started. Number 1. These aren't ranked, but these are just shows that kept popping into my head. Number 1 is The Walking Dead. Now, I tried to watch The Walking Dead, but I just couldn't. I don't like it. I just don't. And my spirit didn't agree. I just couldn't do it. It annoys me to the nth degree. It frustrates me. And I just don't like zombies, I guess. I just can't. No. I watched the first episode and I just couldn't do it. I could barely sit. It took me 4 times to try to get through the episode. I just couldn't do it. It's just so, I don't understand the appeal, I guess. I don't know. It just freaks me out. The next one is Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is a show that, in theory, I feel meh. I mean, I don't really want to watch a show about a dude and meth, I think. He makes drugs or something. I just can't, the whole synopsis and the whole, premise of the show just does not agree with me. And it just creeps me out, I guess. And, I'm getting, icky chills just, thinking about that show. I don't like it. I don't like it. If you get that reference, I love you. I love you. It's Chris Evans, by the way. That's the reference. That's the reference. Go watch his interview with Jimmy Fallon when he does it. It's so adorable. I love that man. The next one, I'm about to get roasted to high heavens for this. Friends. I just couldn't. I tried. I got through half of the first season. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because there were so many seasons and I'm just not that kind of girl to just sit through 100 seasons. Granted, I'm also hypocritical. I'm a hypocrite because I binge watched another series that had 15 seasons. But Friends just aggravates me. Like, some of the characters just annoy me. And some of the storylines just bamboozle me. I'm discombobulated when I watch that show. And I know it's a classic, but I just don't. I think it's overrated, personally. Sorry. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. The next one. This one shouldn't be a surprise because I do not go within 2 feet of this show, and it's American Horror Story. The Lord does not allow me. I cannot. Like, I've never tried watching this show. I will never try watching this show. I can never. This just like the utter, Like, I'm not judging you if you enjoy this show, because, your walk with the Lord is different than mine, but I cannot get anywhere near, like, anything to do with this show, because I get immediately convicted, and I also just don't like the premise of it, I guess. I barely know what the premise of it even is, but just what I've seen, I hate it. I hate this show. I actually despise the fact that this show exists. Thank you. The next one up is Riverdale, post, season 1. But even season 1 was kind of trash, upon reflection. I just don't like, after season 1, it just went down the toilet. And everyone agrees. That's, just the ultimate consensus, is that Riverdale after season 1 was trash. Or is trash, I should say. But it just got super weird, because it's set in the Archie. It's basically a retelling of, the Archie comics. But it's not. It's weird. I love Cole Sprouse, though. Let that be known. I love Cole Sprouse as Jughead. Jughead is my favorite character on that show. But I just couldn't get on board with post-season 1. What were the writers thinking? And I have not tried to watch it. I have tried to watch it, but I just couldn't bring myself to finish it. I just haven't. I'm not keen to suffering, okay? I've suffered enough in my life. I don't need to suffer through a TV show. Thank you. Next up, Chicago PD. Now, this one may surprise some people, because I love crime shows. I love Law and Order. I love NCIS. I love CSI. I love Criminal Minds. I love crime shows. Magnum P.I., MacGyver, Hawaii Five-O. But Chicago PD, unleashes a rage and fury inside of me that, I was boggled by. I don't like the character development. I don't like the characters just in general. I don't like some of the storylines that they tried to do. I just don't like it. I'll watch, some episodes because my mom likes it, my uncle likes it, but I suffer. I suffer through it. I can't do it. I cannot. It's just, it angers me. It really does. Next up is The Good Place. The Good Place, I didn't really know that much about it, and then I tried to watch it, and it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my journey. It wasn't my journey. The whole premise was kind of iffy because it went against, the whole, if you do good deeds, you'll get to heaven, which is not, no, that's not how you get into heaven. And I really took issue with that. So I didn't watch it. I I don't know if that's like all that happened, but no, it wasn't my journey. Next up, I'm literally about to get roasted, even more than I did for Friends, because I have a complete and utter, like, I can't stand Grey's Anatomy. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I just don't like the show. I try to watch it, but again, there's like 100 seasons, and it's like, I don't want to watch a medical soap, like, drama. Granted, one summer I did watch General Hospital, which is basically a medical soap opera. But that one was in bite-sized pieces because each episode was either 30 minutes, I think. Maybe it was an hour. But at least it was like something that I could put on in the background and like clean around the house. Grey's Anatomy, just like, you have to pay attention because you'll miss things, and like the characters and just like the stuff that happens that I've heard in the show, I just can't. I don't have the brain power, and it's just a show that I just don't enjoy, like a type of show that I just don't enjoy watching. But everyone watches it, and I'm like, how can people like this show? But it's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. And then the last one, Game of Thrones. Now, I have seen clips of this show, and I just don't, like, I think it's just because, like the lore and the storylines are just so astronomical. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I've never tried to watch an actual episode, but I don't want to watch an actual episode. Like, just the whole, like, family stuff, and then no. Game of Thrones is not it for me. I will never watch that show. If you catch me watching that show, hit me upside the head very hard so I become unconscious. I will never willingly watch that show. So that's my list of shows that I personally could not get into and why. But now, here are your guys' answers. This first one angers me because my best friend and gave me this answer, and my heart broke. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, if you listen to my the first episode of this season, you will know how much I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier, how much I love Bucky Barnes, how much I love Sam Wilson, how much I hate Sharon Carter. I just love this, and she didn't like it, and it made me so sad. But that's a discussion for another time. So, someone else said Modern Family. Understandable. Someone said Riverdale. Amen. Someone said Adventure Time. This one made me so sad, because I love Adventure Time. But alas. Someone said any new kids show. Correct. But Bubble Guppies is everything. I love Bubble Guppies. Yes, I am a child. I only watch it when I am around children, but I do enjoy myself when I do enjoy it when I watch it. Someone said The Office, which hurt my heart because 3 people said The Office because I love The Office. Someone said Parks and Rec. Kind of understandable, but it gets better. Someone said Game of Thrones. Someone said The Walking Dead. Someone said Friends. Someone said Gossip Girl. And this also made me very sad because Gossip Girl is one of my favorite shows of all time. I rewatch it a lot. I rewatched it a lot. I'm very excited for the new reboot of Gossip Girl on HBO Max, which I will be watching. And I just love Gossip Girl. It's just so good. Granted, the last season I could have done without, I guess. They could have changed some things. Someone else said Grey's Anatomy, another Riverdale. 2 people said Stranger Things. Specifically, they didn't like season 2. See, I didn't like season 3. I think there's 3 seasons I didn't like the latest season that much with the Russians and all that stuff. I didn't really like it. But yeah. Someone else said Riverdale post season 1. I agree. Someone else said Heartland. I've never watched Heartland, so I can't really say anything about it. Someone else said Chicago PD. Agreed. And the same person who said Chicago PD just said in general the Star Wars franchise. Now, you will find out in this episode of Songs of the BiWeek that one of the songs is actually from Star Wars. The person who entered this comment, this suggestion, was my neighbor this past year in our dorm. And, honey, I love you, but you're wrong. I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. So this one really just hurt me personally. But I shall get over it. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If there are any TV shows or movies or fandoms or anything that you can get into, let me know on the Instagram at TimeNoelPod, which we are so close to 100 followers on the podcast Instagram. And I am so excited. And also, a special announcement. I launched my official clothing company at The Follower Co. on Instagram. Go follow it. You can order t-shirts on our Bonfire store page. And I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to see what God's going to do with it. And yeah, I think that's it for me this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts and share it with your friends and family so it can reach more people and people can learn more about Jesus. So I will check you guys next time, and thank you for timing out with me. Hello, friends. Guys, it is time for a new edition of Media of the BiWeek. Now, last episode we didn't do one because I didn't really have anything new that I was watching or listening to or whatever. But this edition has a lot of things. So first of all, Loki on Disney Plus. The second episode came out this past Wednesday, and it was so good. I love Loki. I know it's kind of it's hard to explain because from the MCU standpoint, it's kind of confusing with the whole creation of the TVA and stuff. But from someone who just likes watching shows and action and stuff, it's so good. I loved the first episode. If you know me, you know I've been in love with Tom Hiddleston since I was in middle school. And I mean, he's just so good. I love him. And Loki is just that show. It's just really good. And then the next thing is actually a streaming service. it's Discovery Plus. My mom and I just got it, and I'm obsessed with the Magnolia Network. The preview, I'm just waiting for it to like fully launch. And then, Food Network and HGTV and TLC. So I've been watching Magnolia Table with Joanna Gaines. I'm obsessed. It's so good. I love Joanna Gaines so much. Queen. And then I've been watching Girl Meets Farm, and that's such a cute show. It's kind of like Pioneer Woman, but like different because it's like a different part of America and stuff. And I love Molly A so much, and she's just the cutest little bean. And it's such a good, like, fun cooking show. And then, of course, I've been binge watching Say Yes to the Dress. Say Yes to the Dress is like the most binge-worthy show. And I started Say Yes to the Dress England and Australia. Every time I say, like, different countries, I have to say it in the accent, or else I can't do it. So, like, England and Australia, mini sword. No, I'm kidding. But it's so, I love Say Yes to the Dress. My, like, dream is to either be a Haley Page or a Randy Finoli girl, like, because they're, both designers, and I love Randy, and I love Haley Page, and oh my gosh, I love Say Yes to the Dress so much. I watched every episode, and I will rewatch Say Yes to the Dress multiple times. And yeah, I think that's it for my media of the BiWeek. If you have any shows, movies, any media recommendations, let me know. Hit me up on the Time Noel Pod Instagram. That is our handle. And I will see you guys next time. Guys, it is time for a new edition of Songs of the BiWeek. If you do not know what Songs of the BiWeek, it is basically a little section of the podcast where I, Noel Janae, give you, the listener, a couple of song suggestions. Some stuff that, I've been listening to. Some, recent releases, or for some oldies, or any genre, really. And this BiWeek, this moment, I have some very good bops. The first one, Cantina Band by John Williams from Star Wars. And the other one, Don't Want My Heart by the Sarah Jess Cothran. I love all of these people. I love these songs so much. So let's start off with Cantina Band. Cantina Band, if you didn't know, is my favorite orchestral instrumental song, my favorite piece from the entire Star Wars franchise. I have it memorized, which is hard because there's no singing in it, but I have it memorized, and I love it. And every time I just, like, bop my head to it, and it's, like, fun, and I listen to it in the car, and it's, like, happy-go-lucky, and I love it so much, and, Cantina Band just has a special place in my heart. And then Don't Want My Heart literally came out last night at midnight, and Sarah and I went to high school together. I've mentioned her on the podcast before. I've had a couple of her songs in the Songs of the BiWeek, and this is like the bop of the summer. It is so good. I'm so proud of Sarah. Like, she just hit 1 million on TikTok a few weeks ago, and, like, she's getting all of this, like, recognition for how amazing she is, and I love her so much. She's a dear friend of mine, and, like, this is just, like, it's, like, rock, and it's, like, bop, and it's just so good, and the production is so clean, and I love it, and I love her, and I'm gonna be listening to this nonstop. So, those are the songs of the bye week. If you have any other suggestions, DM me on Instagram at TimeNoelPod, which is the podcast Instagram. And you can also check out the playlist on Spotify and Apple Music. The links are in the show notes. And I will check you guys out next time.
Thank you guys so much for timing out with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a review on Apple Podcasts and subscribe or follow to the podcast wherever you listen on. And if you would like, please share it with your friends and family so they can also listen and y'all can talk about it and they can just connect with everything. And if you would like, please follow us on the Instagram at TimeNoelPod. And if you would like to listen to the songs that I mentioned in Songs of the Bye Week, once again, the links for the Apple Music and Spotify playlists are in the show notes. And don't forget to be love like Jesus, and don't forget to time out for a little bit this week. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!